Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we're looking at a pretty significant seasonal change that we're about to experience on the New Horizons island and taking a closer look at some of the changes introduced for 2022, including a brand new item that wasn't available last year, so definitely stick around to find out more about that. Now spring is well and truly upon us and we are already fast approaching April, which means we are not only a couple of weeks away from Bunny Day, but also the cherry blossom season or Sakura season that brings with it a major seasonal change that completely transforms the aesthetics of our island. Now, like previous years, the cherry blossom season runs for 10 days from April 1st and through to April 10th. This is the same every year, no matter what events happen to run alongside it, but there are some changes to highlight this year that we'll get to shortly. During the cherry blossom season, every non-fruit bearing hardwood tree blossoms into a wonderful pink cherry blossom tree, and we can see lots of confetti like cherry blossom petals floating around the island. These cherry blossom petals start off fairly sparse, but as the days go on, more and more cherry blossom petals can be seen. During this time, it's also possible to encounter larger cherry blossom petals that can be caught using a net and are of course a crafting material. These are exactly the same as snowflakes or maple leaves found in earlier seasons. Anyway, these cherry blossom petals can be used to craft limited time items from the cherry blossom series, including the cherry blossom umbrella, the cherry blossom pochette, pondstone and branches, the cherry blossom petal pile and picnic set, the cherry blossom viewing lantern, the cherry blossom bonsai and clock, the sakura wood flooring and wall, the cherry blossom trees wall and flooring, and the cherry blossom wand. That's 14 items in total. However, this year we have a brand new cherry blossom recipe and item, which is the cherry blossom rug, bringing the total amount of limited time cherry blossom items up to 15. This now means you need a total of 95 cherry blossom petals to be able to craft one of every single item, in case you were wondering. So that's one of the more exciting changes, but there are a few other things to talk about for the cherry blossom season in 2022 that differ from previous years. Now, as you'd expect, the DIY recipes for all of the cherry blossom items can of course be found in the balloon presents that float across the skies. However, they can now be found in the message bottles that spawn on certain mystery islands via Kapp'n's boat tours, which of course wasn't a thing last year given Kapp'n only arrived in the autumn. Anyway, this brings us to another change surrounding the cherry blossom season. It turns out that many of these special islands that you can access using Kapp'n's boat tours are basically locked behind seasonal events, and that's the same for the cherry blossom island Kapp'n can take you to. You can only encounter the cherry blossom island and therefore catch cherry blossom petals and find cherry blossom DIYs if you have already played between April 1st and April 10th. So anyone who started their island since April 11th last year will be able to unlock the cherry blossom island this year and be able to travel to it in the future, which is pretty exciting for newer players. Anyone who played through the cherry blossom season last year can already encounter the island. Now moving on, the cherry blossom season that runs from April 1st through to April 10th are the only days in the entire seasons of spring and summer, so half the year, where we can't encounter light or heavy rainfall. There is literally 0% chance you can encounter rain during this time, so don't forget to water your gyroids. Now Bunny Day is the next holiday event that occurs on the New Horizons island, and this year it's celebrated much later than usual, which is a huge benefit to the cherry blossom season, and here's why. This year, Bunny Day runs for 8 days and ends on Bunny Day, which is April 17th. During the lead up to Bunny Day, hundreds of Bunny Day eggs spawn all over the New Horizons island. Alongside these eggs, it's also possible to encounter the corresponding Bunny Day recipes, which as you'd expect are found inside the bloom presents. So, depending on when Bunny Day falls, given it varies every year, it can be much harder to find cherry blossom recipes, seems there's so many Bunny Day recipes to collect. So, with Bunny Day occurring much later in 2022, it only overlaps with the cherry blossom season for 1 day. Whereas during the launch year, for example, the entire cherry blossom season ran alongside the entire Bunny Day event, which was chaos. I'm sure you'll read the horror stories in the comments. So, the final day of the cherry blossom season is of course April 10th, which is the first day of the Bunny Day event. The only downside to this is you'll only have 1 day to encounter the rather oddly satisfying cherry blossom egg tree. Don't worry though, the eggs will continue to spawn on trees even after the cherry blossom season ends. So there we have it, quite a few changes to the cherry blossom season, at least compared to last year, with a new item, new mystery island, and a bunny day free season. But what do you think about the cherry blossom season? Are you looking forward to seeing cherry blossom petals cover our islands, and have you already visited Kapp'n Island? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much to all the Patreon and channel members for supporting this content, and until next time, have an amazing day, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.